10 years ago, Judge Tracy Hunter ran for Hamilton County Juvenile Court Judge. She would be the first African American and female to hold the she would be the first African American and first Democrat to hold the seat and the seat's history. For 2 years after the election day, she found herself in a long and vigorous court battle, followed by numerous appeals from the Board of Election, who refused to count more than 800 votes from Democratic and African American precincts in Hamilton County. Joe Deters, who represented the Board of Elections against Judge Hunter in a voter disenfranchisement lawsuit. Judge Hunter later found out that those 800 votes were disqualified because poll workers sent those votes to the wrong precinct. A lawsuit was filed and federal court ruled in her favor. With this victory of Judge Hunter, the Board of Elections had no option but to count the votes. For after 2 years, the election was now in Judge Hunter's favor. Almost 120,000 people elected Judge Hunter to the seat she had been fighting so hard and long to get. Lawsuits from county officials from the prosecutor's office, who were also members of the GOP, the commissioner's office, the public defender's office, the Cincinnati Enquirer, and news station WCPO. Almost 30 lawsuits were filed against Judge Hunter in less than 8 or 9 months of being on the bench. After Republican attorneys failed to file responses to almost the 35 lawsuits, all went to default judgments. Judge Hunter filed ethnic charges against Republican Hamilton County Prosecutor Joe Deters with the Supreme Court because of ethical violations from Joe Deters' office. He, Joe Deters, retaliated and alleged Hunter had committed 10 felony charges. And then on top of that, he recommended his personal criminal defense and divorce attorneys as special prosecutors to send Judge Hunter to jail, also giving them $1 million no-bid contract. Joe Deters did that because he knew those ethical charges against Judge Hunter would cost him his job or a really hefty fine. So he needed to get Judge Hunter off of the bench for the majority of her 6-year term. Then she was replaced by a WRM, a white Republican male, John Williams, the former prosecutor and former director of the Hamilton County Board of Election. The jury of Judge Hunter was composed of friends, neighbors, attorneys, and even wives of her political rivals. One worked for WCPO, the news station that sued Judge Hunter after she banned the media from publishing the names and faces of juveniles who came before her when she was a judge. The jury at large, some way, somehow, was connected to her Republican rivals. Today, the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals denied Judge Hunter's stay and is set to start her 6-month jail sentence on Monday. This woman, who wanted to be the voice for the voiceless, bring fairness and equality to Hamilton County, is going to jail because she would not let Joe Deters and any other official down at the courthouse get away with breaking the law.